Of course, guys, H4X is an esports apparel company that's blending esports athletics and performance with the imagination and creativity we find in streetwear. Joining us today to talk about that unique mix is H4X CEO. It's Gurman. Cole, welcome back. It's been a while. How you been?
Yeah, thank you for having me back.
Of course.
Been great. Great, yeah.
Okay, yeah, lots of exciting news, right? So let's start off first with talking about the first H4Xletes Summit. What was the experience like? And as a brand, what did you learn from the players that were involved?
Yeah, so I mean, as you know, we place the consumer at the center of everything we do, right? And we're always incessantly increasing our quality and design of the products. So we hosted our first ever H4Xletes Summit last month to really hone in and get key insights from the players, host product sessions, and really it's conducive to our innovation roadmap in which H4X represents. That's what we want to do, right? It's the vision. We want to create this shift in performance. So them being a part of this process was really important. And I guess, you know, it was a huge content capturing moment as well.
Right, yeah, you got all these huge influencers in one spot,
of course.
Exactly.
Well, let's also talk about influence, right? Because you guys have a set of influencers as part of H4X. Talk to us a little bit about that and what do they bring to the table for the brand? Yeah,
I mean, you know, I don't even picture our guys, our H4Xletes, as influencers. They're really our partnered like H4Xletes because they, as I said, they give us key insights and they really validate what we're doing. I mean, if we're talking about influencers, I'd speak more to the content creators, right? They'd be more accelerators to the brand. And we haven't really tapped so much into that, although we did cater Nate Hill at the event as well, because I guess it was good to diversify and we wanted to get his insights as well. And he is a model and he did shoot a lot of our stuff. Which looked great.
So, doesn't hurt, right?
Exactly, yeah.
So talk to me about really focusing on such a central part of the community, right? Competitive players. You got Crimsix, you got Tarik, you got Nate Hill. He's a good Fortnite player. Like, you've got a lot of the cream of the crop here.
Right.
So talk to me about that approach versus going towards these influencers and content creators.
No, I mean, I think you need a hybrid. I think you need a mix of both. But I mean, where we are as a brand, it's really, this is our mission, and we got to stick to the critical path here. But we do already have existing attributes in our garments in which they test, you know, and obviously, you know, our arm sleeve, I mean, we're pretty known for that one. So we're constantly finding ways to improve that as well, right? We're actually making it tubular, making some recovery properties inside of it too. Just some insights there, but but no, I mean, there's going to be a lot of things you're going to see through 2020 that are really going to create a big shift and momentum for us as a brand and as a community.
So how does having players with diverse backgrounds in different video games contribute to the overall mission and what you guys are essentially planning for 2020?
Sure. I mean, look, they all have their unique style of gameplay, right? I mean, like Fly from Dota 2 versus Crimsix from Call of Duty, right? Like Crimsix, he might need, well, let's call him Ian. Call him Crim for his fans.
Oh, because you're his boy.
Yeah. But you know, he might need some more attributes above the knee on the leg, right? For, you know, for more versatility. How he, you know, that's respected to his gameplay. But Tal might need something more along the lines on his arms, or maybe he just needs more lightweight clothing. There's so many different aspects that we look at, and this really gives us a way to encompass the whole picture and put everything into this whole sort of ball of DNA.
Yeah.
So, you know, along with all these pro players and things like that, right, before we talk about the new 2019 fall collection, of course, we do have to talk about that.
Yeah, sure.
Talk to me about Jenna Marbles. I was just like stumbled across that on YouTube.
Yeah.
What's happening here? What? Yeah. Talk to me more about that.
Well, I mean, we sent her gear. We sent her gear a while back, and you know, we're actually planning on sending her another seeding kit because she's great. I mean, we didn't even expect her to keep wearing the stuff. I mean, we liked her. I'm a fan. My girlfriend was a fan, so you know, we're like, okay, why not Jenna Marbles? But she's honestly organic and great, and she's doing very good for the brand.
All right, so let's get into the 2019 collection.
So
Talk to us about that.
So it's basically representative of H4X lore. So the whole concept, the whole metaphor of the digital and the physical. And I don't want to get into too much detail, but we're also creating the CGI animated concept where we integrate the players' individual archetypes inside, right? So there's going to be a lot of key storylines, which we're going to cross over, and it's going to be pretty interesting. We're going to release the teaser in a couple of weeks. So stay tuned for that, for sure.
I have a quick question. Yeah. We're starting to see, I'm obviously, you know, when it comes to streetwear and performance gear, that has always been a part of esports, but we're starting to see it on a major scale, and especially we're starting to see big brands that are getting involved in this space. Why is it such a big moment, especially for H4X, to be kind of leading a path in terms of merchandising and apparel in this space when you have big brands like Louis Vuitton and some others that are trying to jump in as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's good. You know, everyone wants to ride the momentum of the space. It's this incessantly growing market. It's an emerging market, of course. And gaming has been big for a long time, right? This is an application of gaming. But still, I think it's great. They're riding the momentum. But us as H4X, we're one of those authentic brands rooted in the space, really trying to make a difference and encompass, you know, the real lifestyle and like all the cultural interests, right? Like there's a spectrum of interests that don't have to do don't have to do anything with gaming, right? They're maybe tangential at most, but they still apply to the aesthetic in which we impart. So if you look at the collection, you might not say, hey, that's gaming, but it might be conducive to, you know, part of their likings or part of, you know, the hacks lore concept, which you will see soon.
Yeah,
So,
I think that's really the future, right? Those lines between gaming, real world, all the rest will continue to blur, and maybe hacks will be leading the way. Cole Gurman, thank you so much for joining us.
Guys.
It's been a pleasure, and we
Awesome.
can't wait to catch up with you once again.
Yeah, looking forward to it.